The best gift you can ever give yourself is loving yourself. Let me tell you something. People often seek love from others, forgetting that the best gift they can ever give themselves is loving who they are. You are perfectly and wonderfully made by God, and you don't need validation from any other person. You know, many people struggle in relationships not because they don't love their partners, but because they have failed to love who they are. They have failed to love themselves. They have failed to accept themselves. They have failed to value themselves. They have failed to see themselves as valuable people. And believe me, this is torturing them so much. Every now and then they seek validation from others. They fear rejection. They sacrifice too much in a relationship. They give the whole of themselves. They sacrifice themselves to be accepted by other people. My dear, the best gift you can ever give yourself is loving yourself. Let me tell you something. The best relationship you can ever have is a relationship with yourself. It's the best. Seeing yourself as gold. Seeing yourself as somebody worthy of living. Seeing yourself, living a life where you don't need to compete with others for space. You don't compete yourself with others for love. So in this video, I want us to talk about some practical ways of loving yourself. Because many people are struggling. People are searching too much. They are searching for love here and there, forgetting that the best relationship they can ever have, the best love they can ever have, is loving themselves. So, what are some of the ways? What are some of the ways you can love yourself? One is accepting who you are. Believe me, the first step to loving yourself is accepting who you are. No one is perfect. You have your weaknesses, and other people have their weaknesses. You have your strength, other people have their strength. The people you admire have weaknesses, and even sometimes they have far worse weaknesses than you. They have weaknesses, they have their strength. The same to you. So you don't need to compare yourself with anybody. Believe me, in this world, there will always be someone who is richer than the other, who is more successful than the other, and so on and so forth. So it's better to enjoy and to love who you are. Accept yourself. It's the beginning point of loving yourself. Another thing I want you to accept is learn to speak kindly to yourself. There are some people who speak to themselves words they can ever speak to a friend. There are people who are too sympathetic and to other people compared to themselves. They beat themselves down with negative words. They say A, B, C, D, I'm a failure, I can never make it in life, let me tell you something. Learn to replace all those negative voices, negative talks, with positive ones. Believe me, no one will ever speak to you the best way you can ever speak to yourself. No one will ever talk to you the best way you can ever talk to yourself. So learn to speak well unto yourself, and you live a happy life. Believe me. But this habit of, this, even now you are negative unto yourself. Now learn to forgive yourself. We all make mistakes, believe me. We all make mistakes. So the mistakes you made, they were made, and there's nothing you can change. So accept the mistakes, learn from them, or I believe you learned from them, and you're not trying to make them again. Accept the mistakes, forgive yourself, and move forward. Let me tell you, some people keep on blaming themselves. Every now and then they are guilty of things they did years and years and years and years. So they live a life of regret. No, that has to stop. Accept that the mistakes we have made, and it's time to move on. And life will be interesting. Another thing, learn to take care of your life. This is very important. Learn to take care of your life, of yourself. Learn to sleep enough. Learn to give yourself good food. Learn to exercise. If you enjoy music, learn to enjoy the music. Learn to listen to the music you enjoy. Learn to watch the movies that you love. Learn to take good care of yourself. If you're sick and you're able to get medication, go and take the medication. You deserve it. Learn to take yourself out. Yeah, go to the beach. Go somewhere, but learn to make yourself happy. It's very important. Very, very important. You know, in the past, I remember very many years back, whenever I could feel like I'm stressed, I could go to a certain hotel. It's called Holiday Hotel, Holiday Express Hotel. You know, I could go, pay some serious money. I start ordering what to eat. I watch movies. I walk naked around the room. You know, I just make myself happy. I spend almost the whole day in the hotel. And when I feel like now I'm okay, I sign out. And I could always, I could always feel good about that. So learn to treat yourself well. It's another way of loving yourself. Another thing is that learn to set boundaries. Setting boundaries is not selfishness. It's not arrogance. It's learning what works for you and what doesn't work for you. It's learning how to protect yourself from anything that's going to hurt you. There are people in this world that are always negative, and you don't need them in your life. So give a distance. There are people who are going to speak words that are going to affect you. Don't accept in your ears what you don't want, what's going to hurt you. Don't listen to what's going to hurt you. Don't accept acts that are going to hurt you. Set boundaries. You don't need to live a life of impressing others. You need to live a life of impressing yourself because you deserve it. Don't pay attention to all people say, this and that, yet it's going to hurt you. No. Give yourself a chance to be happy. Bring in the people that are willing to accept you the way you are, who are willing to work with you, who are willing to accept all your weaknesses in one way or another, who are going to value you. You don't need everyone in this world. Even if the person is the financial status of that person is so high, no, you better live a life that is, not high in status than living a disrespectful life. You don't need to be disrespected. Then another thing, learn to celebrate your progress. Let me tell you, each and every person has a certain level of progress in life. So learn to celebrate your progresses. No matter how small the progress is, your progress is. Learn to appreciate, learn to celebrate it. Learn to celebrate those small achievements, the small successes in life. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare your success to the success of other people. No. Don't compare your achievements to achievements of the other people. No. This is yours. You worked for it and you have achieved it. This is, there are people who go to shops and buy very expensive phones. And then there are others who go and buy very cheap phones. But the cheap phone, they bought the cheap phone using their own money. Accept and be happy for that cheap phone you have bought, that cheap dress, that job you're having. Yes, it's not the best job, but that's what you're having. Appreciate it the way it is, and you live a happy life. Let me tell you something. Whenever we learn these things, we even learn how to be happy. Lastly, and not least, another list, learn to understand your worth. Let me tell you something. Your worth is not determined by your appearance. No. It's not determined by your financial status. It's not determined by your academic background. It's not determined by ABCD that people say. No. Your worth is determined by the fact that you're a human being. Every human being is deserves to be respected, deserves to be taken of as something of value. And let me tell you something. The day God created you is the day you became a king, a queen. And nobody should ever take that away from you. You are a queen, you are a king in your own kingdom. And you need to take yourself to that level. You need to treat yourself well. You need to value yourself. Because that's how God sees you. The moment you learn to love yourself, as I've been talking about, your life is going to change. And your happiness will skyrocket. Your happiness will skyrocket. You know, it's good to love yourself. The day I learned how to value myself, the day I accepted myself, the moment I appreciated who I was, my life changed. I started seeing my value, my worth. I started seeing success coming my way. Do you know, not loving yourself, devaluing yourself, seeing yourself as something worthless can even hinder some opportunities. They can hinder some good opportunities that you really needed. The moment I accepted that I deserve to be happy, the moment I accept that I am a human being that deserves to be happy, and I'm worth billions and billions of shillings or of dollars or pounds, my life changed. I'm happier than the way I used to be. The day I accepted who I am, the day I learned how to forgive myself, the day I learned how to appreciate myself, the day I learned to treat myself well, the day I learned to forgive myself, the day I learned how to speak kindly unto myself, the day I learned to set boundaries, the day I learned to celebrate, even the little success, my life changed. I'm far better than the way I used to be. I used to live a very funny life. I thought our success was not supposed to be my portion. Happiness was supposed to be my portion. Good things were not supposed to be my portion. But the day I accept that I'm wonderfully, I'm exceptionally made, I deserve to be happy, my life changed. And I'm praying the same for you.